I'm Tangelica Cox. I had the pleasure of speaking with Taalik, Ibn'rad, and he has a movement / ministry by the name of the Reality Temple on Earth. And I had the pleasure of speaking with him for several hours today. And I think it's only fair that I do a reaction video to the conversation. And the conversation was on various topics, which was basically centered around African quote-unquote consciousness. And he was a real deep brother, very down to earth, very approachable. He didn't carry himself like a know-it-all. Someone you could talk to and really listen to you. It was such an honor to finally meet somebody over the internet that has an ear to listen, and not only an ear to listen, but will take full action on what they stand for. And I appreciated having that conversation with you, and I do look forward to working with you.
Now, as many of you may know, those who follow this blog, this ministry, you know that I do not advocate religion or spirituality. I do not advocate no form of religion or spirituality, no form. And there are many who become sort of upset. There are many who may become angry because as a dark-skinned person, a descendant of slaves born in America having dark skin, they find it troubling that I would take that position because our people have been so spiritual. They are spiritual. If you say we are Africans, they are spiritual. If you say we are native to this land, our people believe in God. That's the key. Our people believe in God. So when you say believe, that means this God may or may not exist. It's just something I believe in. When you say believe, it's questionable. When you say believe, it's not factual. It's just something I believe. I believe that girl likes me. You never talk to the girl. You believe because maybe she looks at you in a certain way, or she gave you a candy bar or something. I think that girl likes me. But you don't know because you did not ask her, do you like me? So you can get an answer. You don't know. So our people, our ancestors, are spiritual because they was told a story and they believe the story, but they don't know if it's actually true. Even so, how has that religion, how has that spirituality, how has it been working out for you lately? You have been getting your backside destroyed by racists for I don't know how long. Where is your God at? Where is your spirituality and your God when you are hanging from a tree? Where is your spirituality and your God when you lose your job and can't feed your family? Where is your spirituality and God when that police officer pull you over and blow your brains out? Where are these gods? Where is this spirituality? You're going to talk to me about it. And you want me to put my faith, and you want me to waste my time in something that has no power, that cannot do nothing for me. Clearly. Where is this God and spirituality for the slave? The slave reached out to God, our ancestors, for hundreds, not for a few months, not for a few days, a few minutes. Our ancestors cried to this God and this spirituality for hundreds of years, and they never got an answer. But then, after hundreds of years go by, when the white man, when the pink people, the racists, because of their internal conflict, you are released from captivity physically to a certain point. You want to give the credit to some God. Where was God 400 years ago? 300 years ago? 200 years ago? Look, it's as simple as this. How many of you have a college degree? How many of you have a high school diploma? How many of you just got a promotion on your job? Now look, why do you have a college degree? Why do you have a college degree? Why do you have a high school diploma? Why did you get a promotion? The reason why you have a college degree, you went to school for days and days and days. You went to your classes. You studied hard. You did all those things that was required so you could earn. They tell you so that you can earn a degree. Earn a high school diploma. Why are you getting a promotion? Because your employer, your boss on the job, feel you have earned extra money. You need a bonus. You have earned it. So you get this credit for earning that. So if you have to earn and you don't get praise, you don't get praise until you prove worthy. Look, until you prove worthy. So on graduation day, whether you are in high school or in college, you get to walk down the stage and people praise you. Good job, good job, good job. And they give you a diploma to show that you've earned your high school diploma or your college degree. Or on the job, they may have a party for those who got promotions. Or when you get a promotion on your job, you go home and tell your wife or your husband and your children, hey, y'all, I got a raise. More income for the family. And the family rallies around the breadwinner. And you get praise because you have earned that. But now, why do we have to earn praise? Why do we have to prove ourselves worthy of a promotion? We have to earn a college degree or whatever we get in life. But when it comes to God, look, this is my gripe. But when it comes to God, God don't have to prove nothing. You give credit to a God that you can't prove done nothing at all. Nothing. You give God praise for doing nothing. If God was a human being, you would be looking your nose down on him. You would be calling God a bum. Because there's no evidence. You cannot prove and you cannot show no valid, clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence that God has done anything for you. You cannot do it. You give God every Sunday, every Monday study group and Tuesday study groups and Bible study. You give God credit for something that God did not earn. You praise God for doing nothing. Why do you do that for this God, but you won't do it for me? The only way you will praise me, the only way you will honor me, I have to go all out of my way to do something. Then you might not necessarily true, you still will do it then. You might give me a little praise. You might give me a little honor because I actually have to do something. But this God don't never have to do nothing. You suffer for months and months and months and years. And then finally, when you do something about it, or somebody, another man comes to your rescue, you want to give the praise to God. The question is, why are you in that condition to begin with? Since God loves you so much, since you are a child of God, why isn't God protecting you? Why are you going through this to begin with? That's the question. There is no parent that's going to sit around and watch their children suffer. That's why you have so many spoiled children. They are spoiled because even though the parent knows this child has to learn a lesson, it's very difficult for a parent to see their child suffer. So they are going to go to the aid of their child. You know you should allow that child to stay in jail. They did something bad. They need to be punished. They need to learn a lesson. But being a father, being a mother, it's very difficult for you to sit back and do nothing and allow your child to be in jail or suffer any kind of harm or suffering. Why is God allowed? But God sit back and we suffer and we die for hundreds of years, and this God does not come to our aid, and we are called children of God. Some of you want to hold on to this belief in God because you actually believe that if you don't give this God some kind of praise, you will go to hell. This hell is some type of place you burn forever. Nothing burns forever. There has to be some type of fuel to keep the fire burning. Once that fuel is burned up, expired, the fire goes out. That's why in the universe, they tell you that there are stars that have burned out. Because fire cannot last forever. Whatever is feeding the fuel, once it's gone, the fire goes out. We are taught that we are spirits. Fire and heat is spiritual. It's physical. When you die, you are, or you become spiritual, a spirit, as they say. Fire, heat cannot harm a spirit. What are you tripping on? It does not make any sense. If fire can harm a spirit, that means you can shoot a ghost. You cannot shoot a ghost because a ghost is spiritual and the bullet, the gun, is physical. So how can you go to hell and burn forever, which fire cannot burn forever anyway? But how can heat do anything to a spirit? It don't make any sense. We're not thinking. We are caught up in these lies, these false stories made up by ancient, ignorant people who tried to find a way to explain what they did not know. So they just made up an answer. And they passed this on in the form of religion or spirituality, and then we believe it, and our brains, you force that belief on your brain, and our brain actually try to make a reality out of this fantasy that we believe. Now, some things we imagine and we believe, we can actually make it become a reality. If it's within the parameter of the natural world. Spirits and spooks and this God is not real, so no matter how you believe in it, it'll never become real. Your brain will try. Your brain will make you see dead people. Your brain will make you experience all kinds of supernatural stuff. But when it's all said and done, it don't mean nothing. It's not real. And we caught up in this religious fallacy, these make-believe stories, because we are children of God. Only a child will get caught up in these fantasy worlds. But it is the responsibility of an adult to come to the child, to show the child the difference between reality and fantasy. Thank you, Don Cornelius. Thank you. Thank you, James Brown. Man, our people, so creative, so smart. If only we could take that energy and stop letting people steal our swag. See, we got a swag, y'all. We got a way of carrying ourselves. But what I notice is, for instance, they always talk about how, well, soul brothers and sisters, how we can dance, right? Well, the reality is, some of us can't dance. Some of us don't have no rhythm either. I've seen it. You know, we don't. But this is what I've noticed. Since integration, a lot of us, more and more of us, can't dance. We have lost our rhythm. You know why? Because just like the president of North Korea, we have sold our soul to the devil. And we are paying a hell of a price. I would like to proudly announce, and it should be no shock to y'all who come to this ministry. It should not be a shock. Matter of fact, it should not be a shock to nobody who have ever come to this forum. But this ministry on YouTube, the subscribers is slowly going up. Facebook slowly going up. Wherever I put these videos, slowly going up. Do you want to know why? Because our people are getting sick of fairy tales. They are getting sick of these delusions, this make-believe, this fiction, this going nowhere crap. They've been hearing this stuff for years and years. Clearly, it's not producing anything. And they're getting tired of the hustlers, the magic men, the pro-black pimps and prostitutes. They're getting sick of it all. Because they are beginning to understand, if you don't start getting real, the rest of it don't mean nothing. And who is the one that's representing the real? Back in the day during the 70s, we used to always say, man, come on, get real. We don't say it no more. We don't talk about getting real. Because we know that we have embraced what is false, what is fictional, what is delusional. We know this, but it makes us feel good. That's why you turn to drugs. You can't handle reality. Drugs make you feel good. That's why you are involved in excessive sex. Because reality makes you feel. That's why you overeat to feel good. Everything is about to feel good, to leave the reality of your sad, pitiful life. However, if you took real steps, you could change that sad, pitiful life. Because your sad, pitiful life is real. And only a real solution can solve a real problem. All these other things is nothing but something to make you feel good, something that you put a bandage on a gunshot wound type of deal. It's nothing. That's why you continue to suffer. However, there are those who don't mind taking advantage of you, and they will, so they can make money. Yeah. That's the topic that I've chosen. But again, before I continue, thank you, all my new subscribers. Thank you for all the listeners. Thank all of you. And spread this word, because only getting real is going to change the problem. And all of us need to get real, regardless to your race. You need to start looking at these things realistically and stop stop this books and statistics. And what about what you see with your own eyes? What do you see with your own brain? Talking about books somebody else wrote. Talking about statistics and information somebody else wrote. What is their agenda? Why do they put this? Is it true? You don't examine and research. You don't examine. You don't question the statistics and the information, the books that you read. You don't examine that. You just take it like it's 100% true. And the scriptures say, those of you who are in religion, y'all say, only the truth will set you free. Are you free? Then clearly you must not have truth. And I will take it one step further. Not only truth, but the real truth. Let's make that plain. Real truth. The real truth. A definite article. The real truth. Reality hurts. But it's better to face reality and solve the problem once and for all for real. Unless, of course, you are listening to somebody like Tariq Nasheed. It's a shame. I don't like talking about people. But you know, it seems as though I'm going to have to start really talking about a lot of these folks, because they are allowed to exploit my people for your own selfish gain, because clearly the people aren't getting anything. I saw something really, really sickening. It made my stomach turn. What was that, brother? What was that you listened to, my brother? Many of you may know, and many of you may not know, but there was some incident with Tariq Nasheed and some type of false bomb threat, and the SWAT team came and all this type of thing to Tariq Nasheed's house and whatever. A lot of folks speculate that he set that whole thing up, which is possible. So he turns around to his audience, because y'all suffer low self-esteem. You don't think for yourself. You're not looking at things in what they really are. He turns around and he tells his audience that you can help me make white supremacy more angry by your support of me, by sending me money to fight white supremacy. And then he began to speak like a preacher. I heard that he's supposed to be some type of ordained minister or whatever. But anyway, he started talking, even added Jesus. And you know what the Hidden Color series talks about when it comes to the Jesus. But see, this goes to show you anything to exploit. I must remind you that this man was a pimp. He claimed to be some type of pimp person. How to exploit women. The only thing that I see that has happened is now, instead of exploiting women, which he must be a failure, that didn't go too good. Now he's pimping the so-called black conscious pro-black community. I'm glad I don't belong to that. But he sees that you are vulnerable because y'all are sincere. Look, y'all are sincere. You really do want to fight white supremacy. You really want a better life for our babies. I mean, you just want to get out of this situation. You just don't know how. And you really sort of lazy. So you give your money to these people you think, or maybe you don't think, but it makes you feel good and makes you feel like you are doing something by giving these pimps your hard-earned money to give you nothing. And you love them. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, why do black folks, why do we love the devil? We love the devil because the devil gives us nothing. And y'all crazy about all these, not only Tariq Nasheed, it's a lot of these suckers out here. They can't even start their video off. How much money y'all got? I need some money. They're not only is their video monetized on YouTube, that's not enough. Go in your pocket. Go in your pocket. Reach real deep. I need some more. And some of these people make you feel guilty because Tariq Nasheed's house got raided. Yeah, let's fight white supremacy. How is giving Tariq Nasheed money fighting white supremacy? What does that do? I never understood the concept with the Hidden Colors video. You give this man money to make a video, and then you have to buy the video once it's made. What's up with that? You are paying, investing in a product, and you don't even get a free copy of the product. You have to not only invest in the product, but you have to buy the product also. What is wrong with y'all, man? This ministry, I have been on YouTube for 10 years. I was here when this monetization crap first started. I never wanted to monetize my words, because words to uplift, words to inspire, words to cause revolution in us to change our condition, that don't belong to me. That's your right. You should have the right to have access to freedom. Free. Now, if I put something out here personal, like I might make a video talking about my experience when I was married, that's personal. If you want to hear about me tell my story about my crazy life when I was married, I would charge you for that. I have the right. That's my own personal experience. But anything with the upliftment of us as a people, anything that directs us towards a purpose and a goal, and gives us a vision to work for as a people, to build us up, build our self-esteem up, that should be yours for free, because it was given to me for free. The reason why I can stand and talk to you is because of Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Elijah Muhammad, Brother Farrakhan even. And I heard that his health isn't doing all that well. And, you know, again, you know, you know, I'm there with you. I'm shedding, you know, sorrow with the Nation of Islam on that. Jesse Jackson, I don't have to like what these people did. I don't have to like what they say, but every little bit in the struggle helps. Some of y'all have done absolutely nothing. Don't talk about, well, Jesse Jackson and Farrakhan and Al Sharpton and so. What have you done? You have done absolutely nothing. You have not the right to open your mouth to judge nobody. I'll tell you what you're doing. Giving your money to the Satnata TV Awards. Somebody like Brother Polite give you false papers, becoming sovereign, however you want to say it. Saying hallelujah with Tariq Nasheed. All these people, that's what you're doing. You're a damn fool. You're a damn fool. These people putting money over you, plus they don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. They have no idea how to fight white supremacy. They have no idea. The only thing they know how to do is talk. They can't even comprehend what it really is. Out of all the Hidden Colors videos, they really can't comprehend what white supremacy, pink supremacy, they can't even comprehend what it really is. And I want to talk about real quick, brothers. I just don't get it. I just don't get this. There's a group of brothers. Many of them are black women bashers. They are upset because the women don't like them or whatever. Very upset. And they cry. Excuse me. It's so sad because talking to them makes me cry. Brother Taalik, snups. The women don't like me because I'm ugly. What's up with that? You gonna cry because a woman don't like you? I mean, I just don't get it. Now, because of their looks, they said the women don't like them simply because of what they look like. Is that credible? Yes. I mean, people like what they like. You know, Terry back here, she don't like nobody like me. She got a man, okay? So she like what she like. And that's a right everybody has, because I'm very sure there are women and girls who like these guys that cry, but they don't like the women and the girls that like them. They want somebody that might be out of their league, really. You know what I'm saying? Like me trying to get with Terry. She's not out of my league, but she's in another world there, you know, so I don't have accessibility. But that don't mean that I couldn't get with her. She's just not accessible. And she might not see me as ugly. Well, look here. This is the bottom line. Let's talk about this very quick. I only have 10 minutes. Let's run through this real quick. I want to present to us, I want to see if indeed this is credible. They don't like me. You making fun of us. Snup. I'm going to unsubscribe from your channel because you don't understand, man. The women don't like me because I'm ugly, because of my appearance. True, that could be true. But there's something else that might be wrong. Let's investigate real quick. Starting with myself as an example. Now, I've never been a lady killer. And I've never been called ugly by women. Girls. I've never been called ugly. However, I do know that perhaps I'm too dark-skinned for some folks. I was real skinny at one time. I was a nerd. And I've always been younger looking than what my age was. So when I was in high school, you know, the girls looking at the guys that look grown, I'm still looking like I'm in grade school somewhere. I should go back to the 7th grade or something like that. So there's a lot of factors of why perhaps the high school girls, when I got into high school, the girls didn't like me. Plus, I didn't really like the girls. It was one particular girl, young lady, that I was interested in. I really wasn't interested in the girls anyway, just this one particular sister. However, again, above all, I never considered myself ugly. Oh, she don't like me because I'm ugly. I was trying to see Snup. I was trying to talk to this woman, this girl or whatever, and she laughed in my face. I think the brother said she spit on him or something. I forgot how it goes. She spit on him. Get out of my face. Oh, you ugly, whatever. It was very embarrassing for him. Well, this is possible. It can happen. But see, the thing about it for me is, it's all about your attitude and your approach, how you deal with the situation. It has never happened to me, but see, I would have played the whole thing off. I would have stepped up to the young lady or the woman and tried to rap. Ooh, what you doing? Do you understand how ugly you are? Get away from me. See, I would have played it off. Me personally, I would have played stuff like that off. Damn, baby, what's up with that? I'm ugly. Oh, you don't know what you missing. You don't know what you missing until you done had an ugly man. Shoot, girl, you just don't know what you don't know that I got it really going on. All them cute dudes, and most of them is broke. Look, baby, look. You know, if you want to get with a winner, you need to get with this ugly chicken data. You know, I would have played the whole thing off like it's a joke. Now, behind the scenes, I might have been cussing her out because of what she done, but I would have played it off like, that don't bother me. I'm moving on to the next one. See, it's all about your attitude. But you're going to cry. Oh, she called me ugly. Oh. I mean, what's up with that? It's all about your attitude. Y'all too emotional. See, that's the thing about being a player. Because I'm very sure a player gets, they get knocked down too, but they don't cry about it. They just play it off. I'm a player. I play it off and I move on to the next. No big deal. It's all about your attitude. And it is a fallacy to believe that women don't like so-called ugly men, because beauty, my friends, is in the eye of the beholder. I'm going to give you some quick examples. My mother, very beautiful woman, sister, she was running around one day talking about this guy. Oh, he's so ugly. He's bald-headed. He's so ugly and blah, blah, blah. The main thing is he's bald and he's ugly. And as children, we was like, wow, mama really don't like this guy. Next thing you know, the dude living in our house. Explain that. The bald, ugly dude is living in our house. Because of his attitude, he didn't trip off of that stuff. Because a lot of times, people call you ugly and whatever, call your name because they really like you, really. Not all the time, but a lot of times they do. It's according to how you play. It's your emotional state. It's about your attitude. There was a sister I know. It was a brother. He was dark or whatever, short little fella. Had a lot of hair on his arms. I used to call him the werewolf. A lot of people thought he was ugly. He didn't think he was ugly. I said, man, why don't you cut all that hair off your... He looked like a bear or something. It was this cute sister. She loved that dude. I knew the dude, so she came to me and asked me about him. I'm like, he's supposed to be considered ugly. She liked that dude. And see, he had an attitude. He never considered himself ugly. It was no big deal for him to know that she liked him, because he didn't feel as though there was nothing wrong with him anyway. He did not feel ugly. My biological sister had a boyfriend. Everybody, a whole lot of folks thought was ugly. She loved that dude. He looked funny. He looked like he had an eye up here, then another eye way down there. People thought he was ugly. My sister loved that guy. Loved him. But he's supposed to be ugly. You said that women don't like you because of your appearance. These ugly guys are getting play from cute, beautiful women. Explain that to me. These guys don't believe they are ugly. I had a sister, not a biological sister, it was a young lady that I was interested in. And she was she was engaged to be married to a guy. And he was considered ugly. I'm like, ooh. The mother didn't like his looks and whatever, friends, but she loved that guy. So, to make a long story short, what am I saying? Yes, what you're saying is true. I mean, it's a hurtful thing if you try to talk to a young lady or a woman, whatever, and she goes off on you. First of all, that's an ignorant person. Why would you want to be involved with an ignorant person? You should be happy that they rejected you. You don't want nothing to do with somebody like that. That's a nasty behavior. No human being should treat another human being like that. There's other ways. You don't go off on nobody. Oh, get away from me. And brother talk about the girl spit on. You don't want nothing to do with nothing like that anyway. So that's good. But when it's all said and done, y'all, brothers, come on now. It's about your attitude. It's about your emotion. It's what you think of yourself. You believe you're ugly. You rejecting yourself. So if you believe you ugly and you rejecting yourself and you spitting on yourself, that's where the problem lies. Because if you look out in society, you'll see a lot of brothers and other men who will be considered ugly. You will see them with some fine women. How is that possible? It's all about your attitude. You can be physically beautiful with an ugly attitude. That's a turnoff also. So it's all about how you view yourself, your attitude, how your own self-esteem. You need to build up your own self-esteem. You need to love yourself. And you need to stop being so emotional and learn how to control yourself in these situations and see the value in yourself. And then maybe a cute woman or somebody that you might like you because of how you carry yourself. They see you as weak. They see you as something undesirable because you see yourself as undesirable. We are going to get some and we're going to lose some. That's just how life is, y'all. But have faith in yourself. Love yourself first. In the name of my ancestors, and when I begin my videos with those words, these words apply and they simply just give honor to those prior to ourselves. No more, no less. Because I know that our ancestors can do nothing for us in this life. The only thing they can do is whatever they left behind, we can learn from their mistakes. We can learn from their writings. Anything that they left, we can study that so that it can perhaps make us better. Perhaps allow us to avoid the pitfalls, the mistakes that they made as they walked this path that we call life. They cannot help us at all. But many talk about the ancestors, many talk about spirits and gods and all these different things. And we have been suffering under the present thing that many of you call white supremacy or racism. We've been in this horrid condition for a very long time, and the spirit of your ancestors or gods or aliens have done nothing to help us. In fact, they could not help themselves. They were the victims of the very same thing that we continue to be preyed upon today. In the name of our ancestors, we remember you, because if not for them, we would not be here today. And maybe that would be a good thing that we would not be here today suffering under the oppression that we suffer right now. And it seems there is no end. It goes on and on and on. But a man put us in this condition. And it's going to take a man to bring us out of that condition. And that's our problem. Our sisters, they suffer because they want a man and they can't find one. Where is the black man? Physically, they are here, but mentally, they don't exist. Not in a large mass, in a vast majority of numbers. Where is the black man? The black man that can challenge the man that put us in this hard condition and beat this oppressor once and for all. Where is the man? All my life, as a boy, I've been looking for a man. Not for no damn sexual gratification. I'm not into gay nothing. I'm looking for a man that can stand up. A man, just like the man that put us in this condition, a man that can stand up and take us out of the condition. I don't have to wait for no God. I don't have to wait for no spirit or no alien. I'm a man. I can stand up and do the same thing that the punk that put us in this condition done. I can reverse it. But clearly something is wrong if you're not able to do that. It brings me no joy. In fact, I feel great hurt and pain to say what I want to say right now. It's a painful thing. If what I say right now, if it came from the mouth of a sister, a soul sister, these men would come from all kinds of places. And that sister would catch hell. Well, I'm going to tell you in your face how I feel. And I want you to treat me like you would a woman, but you're not, because these men are cowards, a bunch of losers. There are always exceptions to the rule. Always. So this is not about all of us, but it's a whole lot. I can't do this alone. 10 or 12 of us, we can't do this alone. We need men to deal with men, because it was men, not a man. It was men that done this to us. And it's going to take men, plural, to get this skunk, get this beast off our back once and for all. My audience, since the inception of Angel Snubbed Up 7, has always been women. Even women involved in interracial relationships. They like coming and being with Angel Snubbed Up 7. And that's not no surprise, because women are attracted to men. And of course, you have a lot of these guys out here get upset because the women aren't attracted to them, because you ain't no damn man. I'm not attracted to you either. I was watching a video with a panel of so-called men. And it was the most pitiful, pathetic discussion I ever heard. A bunch of pompous Negroes who trying to sound smart like they know it all or whatever. And when it's all said and done, your ass go right back home to live in racism. What kind of man are you? Depending on the races, directly or indirectly, for your survival. But you got so much to say. You know so much. But you don't know enough to get yourself out of this condition. In fact, you're comfortable living in the house of a man that will shoot your boys in the back. And your sisters end up lynched in a jail cell over a traffic stop. And you don't care. You're a man. Men don't like being around me, because I expect us to step up and be what you claim. You're a man, then let's do it. But our brothers, these soul brothers nowadays, are so sickening. They are silly, and they are childish and immature. A bunch of cowards and a bunch of losers. You're going to change the world with an African school. So what? Beautiful. You can't change this condition with an African school. Selling a bean pie on the street, a grocery store, even a multi-million-dollar real estate business. That don't mean nothing. They think small. They don't think in a manner that can compete and challenge the men that put us in this condition. And the men that put us in this condition at one time, they outright called you boy. And there's a reason why they called you boy. And they don't say it in your face now, but they still see you as a little boy. You beg and you whine, and they give you a little piece of candy, then you shut your mouth and go about your business. There was a young rapper that just got shot. A young boy, a man, a black man, shot another black man, as usual. They will come here and threaten my life. Talk about what they're going to do to me. But when it comes down to the enemy, the real deal, they punk up. I am so embarrassed. I am embarrassed to be part of this gender. I see why some of us turn gay. You don't want to be involved. Because really these cats, y'all real, you on the line. You just stepping on the line of being gay yourself. Only thing I do is blow. And many of you, if you went to prison, jail somewhere, you'll go on across the line. And your wrists are drop. They talk about we supposed to protect. You don't protect nothing. You're supposed to provide. You don't provide nothing. You live in the house of racists. They talk big. That's all they do is talk big. But do little, don't do nothing. And some of our sisters support the nothing talk. Give them time. It's been 500 years. How much time do you need? They don't want to challenge this guy once and for all. They don't want to admit they don't know what to do. And you don't. All these conversations, you don't know what to do. You don't want to admit that. But now, we have the information. We know what to do. The only thing you have to do is just do it. But you're so silly and childish. I reach out to my brothers in an email. No response. Do I scare you? What's your problem? You can't talk to another man? And if you want to debate somebody, debate me. Don't hear nothing. They scary. What you scared of me for? I know sometimes that I come off very with this intimidation thing. But if you stand for right, if you're a strong man, I don't intimidate strong men. I don't intimidate those who are true warriors. Intimidate you for what? Because I want you, you're scared because I'm asking you to do what we as men are supposed to do. We're supposed to protect her and provide for her. Get her out of the racist house or kick this dude in his ass and take it. I ain't talking about talk about it. You need to be about it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for me to be in the same, considered in the same place with the so-called Negro men. A bunch of cowards. A bunch of excuse makers. Even the ones that talk about black power. You look weak to me. Ain't nothing powerful about you. Where's your power at? Black power? African supremacy? You supreme over what? A YouTube page. What are you doing supreme? Where's your power? Nobody don't respect you nowhere on the planet except as a clown. Sing and dance and buck dance for me. That's all you can do for people around the earth. Nobody takes you serious. It's embarrassing. Docile. Bunch of losers. They like to be, and you wonder why the sisters can't rally around you. You bunch of losers. Women are not attracted to weakness. And you don't fool them. You can holler and you can scream, Black power, African power. You can holler and scream all you want to. That don't impress women. That don't impress nobody who can see. Where is your power? Silly. Listen to their talk. They silly. And they childish and immature. Cowardly. A bunch of losers. Don't want nothing. Lay around, still begging your massa. Even the black power folk. Because when it's all said and done, you're going to pay massa taxes. You're going to ask massa, can you do this? Massa, can I get on that airplane? Go to massa. He stamped your passport. Yeah, boy, but you better come back when you're supposed to. You live in a land made of laws and you don't control no law. Jesse Lee Peterson was talking about being the head of the household, being the head of woman, but you got a man standing over you putting his penis in your backside. But you want to glorify, I'm the head of the household over a woman. Well, what about this man that's treating you like a woman, like you are gay? No disrespect to my gay brothers. I'm embarrassed to be in the same gender. It's pathetic. They make me look bad. Well, they can't really make me look bad because anybody can see I'm not like that. But it's embarrassing. We have to get ourselves together. Talk to your brother. Stop all this silent treatment. Come together. Unify. Let us take care of this problem once and for all. I'm not here to bite you. We are to gather together and deal with this once and for all. So this woman can finally say, woo, I got a man. And she ain't lying. Jot down your comments. I just want to knock that